deal, YouTube? This is your boy Showstopper, here to bring you another little bit of gaming news. If you have not heard, Microsoft has announced the DX12. It will be on the Xbox. I'm doing a fist pump with that. That is big news, man, because what that does, that levels the playing field far as 1080p. 60 frames per second, so we can stop the little bashing, Microsoft thing. 1080p, 60 frames per second will be doable on the Xbox One. So people, we can knock it off. That thing over with. Microsoft just put a pin in your tire. It's deflating, and it's time to move on. But moving on to what I wanted to do this video about. We did a podcast, and if you have not known, Walmart is getting ready to enter into the used gaming business. And one of the things we was talking about in the podcast is what developers and Microsoft and everybody need to do to protect the developers. And one of the things I brought up was an online structure. I didn't get to go in depth with it as much as I would like to, so I saved it for my channel. I will talk about it now. So one of the things that I feel that they can do better to make the online digitally downloads attractive is pre-orders. They can do pre-orders just like you do at GameStop. Adapt that system and make it online to where real gamers, we know months in advance before these games actually launch, and so that will benefit us as gamers to know these games are coming out, and we have an online system to where we can pay $5, $10 on some of these games. And if you know about 4 or 5 games coming out, you got $5, $10 that you can put every 2 weeks or monthly or how it fits your pockets. I think that is that will make the online a little bit more attractive. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that will make it more attractive is the cost. Digital downloads right now is too high. For you not to have something tangible to have. It's just in your box. And you just turn it on and you see it that way. They need to lower the cost down to about $40. I think $39.99 with tax. It'll be $43, $44 and some change, somewhere around there, depending on where you are. I think that would be attractive to us as gamers to have the cost lessen. I think that would be real big for us, and have a trade-in system. With this trade-in system, you should be able to, if you purchase a game and you end it, or maybe if you don't like it, you can trade that game in. By these games being $40, you're not going to expect too much in return, because no more than $5, $8. So I just think that'll be just a little bit more attractive. At least you'll get something for your trade-in to probably purchase you or go on a pre-order or something. You know what I'm saying? You might can trade it in. They say, look, it's $8 or $5 or whatever they offer you can go towards the purchase, or on hold for another game that's coming out later on down the road, or you can purchase it for something that you might want right now. So those options need to be there, because a lot of gamers go to GameStop and now Walmart for these trade-in values and getting cash for purchases for more games. So I think they need to adopt that system and just have that digitally online, and structure it that way. Another thing that they they need to do is revamp the DRM that they had. You know, the problem that I had with the first DRM was it excluded the customers, man. It didn't feel like we owned the game. It felt like we was renting. You know, we should be able to, you know, it's being digitally, it's, you know, we download it right into our hard drives, you know, give us access for updating these hard drives to terabytes, give us all this access that we need, you know, and updates that we need in these devices, whether it's Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, whoever, to where if we downloaded the single player modes like your sports games, your single player modes like Infamous, Rise, you know, just those that have a rich story base that don't require any online, always online game. Give us that option to play those games offline. You know what I'm saying? And then you have those games that were required to always be online. And those games, we know we have to have Xbox Live. We have to have always online to be able to play those games. You know, it's another genre of games where it's going to be online. Like Division, we understand when the Division come out. That's an always online game. You know what I'm saying? We understand when Watch Dogs come out. That's an always online game. You know, Titanfall, another always online game. Those games will always require to be online. But the games like Infamous, Rise, Max Curse Brotherhood, you know, Strider, you know, Tomb Raider, your Assassin's Creed, you know, your basketball, your football, your baseball, all those games that has an online, offline element, allow us to play those games. And you know, that's my take on it. And you know, I don't have a problem with the check-in to make sure that my games are legit, that is with me. My thing is with that, it should only be as if I'm all on Xbox Live. If I am signed in, it shouldn't be a requirement every 24 hours. You know, I think that was a little bit extreme. Now, if you choose to check it every day, and you know, you just want to, you know, Microsoft and Sony or whoever want to be nosy like that, do that crap in the background. That should not interfere with our gaming. That should not interfere with us turning on our devices and going right into what we want to do because you want to check something. We should not be put on pause and waiting for this check to check whatever it is checking. That should be done in the background as if we playing, and nobody never know, you know, out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do it every day, hey, that's on you. But it should only be when we come online. So we should still be able to play those offline element games as much as we want. Anything. So, you know, another thing that I want to add to this the structure is for those that has crappy internet, that can't get these games digitally because they have caps and, you know, bandwidths, and you know how they put a cap on how much you can download, and people use that for different little things. You know, adapt what PC gamers do with these keys, you know what I'm saying, on key locks that's on there, and you know, they just buy the disc from the store and you put it in, and it downloads from the disc to the drive, and now it's digitally inside your device. I think that should be included as well as part of that to help those that are that don't have great internet. And those games, if you get from the store, those games should stay right where it is. You know, $69.99. You know, the digital thing is just for those that can, to make it more attractive, that those that can download them digitally that way, and you know, to make it more attractive and have those online features like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, with you know, just have those things, and then with your indie thing, make it like like how Steam is, where you're able to play these games. You know what I'm saying? Instead of don't make us purchase these indies. You know, let us play them and try them out, and you know what I'm saying, find something to where these indie developers can possibly get, you know, money for us, you know, playing their indie games. You know, I don't even mind if I'm playing an indie game and I'm trying it out. Right before there, you know, they have a commercial or ad in there or something. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and each time you watch it, that's paying for the indie developer. You know what I'm saying? That's putting money into their pockets. You know what I'm saying? To you know, kind of like how YouTube doing it with people with their YouTube channels. You know what I'm saying? To where they can, you know, benefit something for these indie games and recoup some money that way as far as indie developers. And you know, that's just some ideas that I have. You know, and I know, you know, those that's going to listen to this, if y'all have any suggestions of a way we can help, and if you agree with me, you know what I'm saying, if you want to add to what I have or anything, you know, leave your comments down in the comment box, man, and hopefully this video will find the right sources, and we can get these ideas to them, man, because, you know, we all in this together. You know, it don't make sense to sit here and complain about something and nobody come up with a solution on how to fix it. You know, and me, this is just my solution. You know, it might not be the right one, but hey, it's a starting point. You know what I'm saying? I think some of these ideas are nice. I wouldn't mind. I would get on board with a lot of this stuff, especially with us going into a digital world, and to protect these developers, man. I think we down to what, 10 third parties, give or take. You know what I'm saying? You know, 2, probably possibly, you know, 12, give or take. You know what I'm saying? And besides the exclusives that developers that each console has for their own studios, you know, with Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. You know what I'm saying? So we losing. You know what I'm saying? It's a big picture besides this console war that we gotta pay attention to, and the bigger picture is that these developers is not getting the money that they invested into this, and these investors are not reaping the benefits of their return to reinvest into these games. And we know we're missing out on a lot of experiences, man. I've been saying this since I started my channel. I've been saying this for a long time. It's time out for us nitpicking with one another. It's time for us as gamers to come together and figure out a solution to help the developers recoup their money, man. It's a business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They making a product for us to enjoy. If they make that product a little bit more affordable with this digital thing, not to say that they can't go up later, but this is a starting point. You know, I just look at this as a starting point, and you know, and it's great. And, you know, and once again, DX12 is on Xbox One. You know, I ain't get to go all into it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a podcast later with the guys. I'm just blown away by the moves Microsoft is making right now. It's good, and for those that's going out to get Infamous, I'm just here to tell you, don't dig too far into these scores. And you know, even though we are trolled from time to time, and you might even hear myself troll, just be attacking those extremist gamers on the Sony side. Not all Sony fans, you know, deserve that backlash, but you know, the extremist ones, the ones that's sending pictures of their private and going on gay porn sites and sending, you know what I'm saying, pictures with your head on it with two guys doing things, and you know, on Twitter attacking these developers and saying reckless stuff and just being way extra. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, with this console war and what's happening, is we all been way extra since E3, and it's got a lot of people out of character, man. And, I don't seen people, channels that I respected, you know, on the Sony side, turn and go down a dark road, man, where it's just, you know, you just have to shake your head and be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Did not know you was like that. You know, it just makes everybody looks crazy. So let's get back to what we are, gamers. I hate to have this bad batch of people ruin gaming for all of us, and developers and everybody go the indie route and just make games for tablets and phones and stuff of that nature, and we don't have no more AAA games. You know, we in this for the AAA games. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I don't mind playing an indie, but I don't want to take a step back, a major step back to, you know, what we were. I'm talking the first NES era, you know what I'm saying, with these indie games. You know what I'm saying? And we way up here into some beautiful stuff, and to get it ruined because we as gamers can't come together and support, you know what I'm saying, these developers is just a little crazy to me. You know, I see the bigger picture. You know, I'm not one of those people that have my hand in my face the whole time and all I see is my hand. You know, I know how to look beyond my hand. You know what I'm saying? Look beyond what I need and just see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So, this is your boy Showstopper, man. I've been going on long enough, longer than what I wanted to. But, you know, hopefully this even out everything, man. And y'all have a good night. I'm tired. And, you know, I'm out. Peace.